We got called to look at this crawl space. This house is having major issues. The floors are buckling inside. There's odors, there's moisture, there's just a lot of different issues going on. One of the things we want to do when we come to a house is take a look around the exterior, and you can notice this gutter is unhooked. Gutters are here for a reason. That's to get the moisture directed out away from the house. This one's broken off, and all this moisture, when we get rain, is pooling into the foundation where it's going to cause tons of issues. Structurally, over time, this corner is going to be something that's going to have a major problem if we don't get this outside drainage issue corrected. This is a foundation vent. This is almost the worst thing you can have in a home in Alabama or in the South. And as we stand here, you can actually just feel cold air moving out of the vent. One of the problems with the foundation vent is that we allow warm, humid air to come inside into contact with the cold surface. Eliminate your foundation vents, or at least get them closed during the summertime in Alabama. We've identified the gutters that are not working correctly. We've identified the foundation vents. And now we have a package unit that's a serious issue. You can notice all this growth on the outside of the unit. You can only imagine what's going on inside of the unit. It's almost like the stuff has started growing inside and worked its way out. Once again, we're not getting our condensate drained out of the house correctly. It's just kind of puddling and it's staying inside the unit. And that's a major issue. I just don't like package units used at all in the South. There are just too many issues involved with them. Notice the gas line that's feeding this unit. This is a gas furnace. Could a rusty gas line be a problem in a house? I wouldn't have it. And it's a serious safety concern going forward. You notice all these spider webs? Usually spider webs are an indication of air leakage. And around package units where the ducts enter the crawl space, these are oftentimes entry points for insects, rodents, small animals, and worst of all, snakes. Crawl spaces are out of sight and out of mind for most customers. I've been in them all my life and I still hate going into them. This crawl space door is just a piece of plywood, uninsulated plywood. It's rotten. And then once again, notice all the spider webs, animal feces. The access doors to vented crawl spaces are highways for small insects, rodents, and snakes. Notice the ground cover is not continuous and you have big open spots of uncovered ground that allows moisture to come up. The funny thing is, since we've been here, this unit has cranked up and now you just feel tons of cold air pouring out of the crawl space. We know when we have cold air meet warm air from outside, we've got major issues. This is an awful crawl space. Notice how all the fiberglass insulation is wet. It's dropped down. It's not in complete contact with the subfloor, so it's not working. Notice the mold growth and all the condensation on the ducts. That just disgusts me to even think about it. But look up under here. Look at the wet spots and the rot that's happening in this crawl space. It's really a sick situation. We're going to get this crawl space in great condition before we're through with it. That crawl space is disgusting. Vented crawl spaces in Alabama are just such an accident waiting to happen. One of the things that drives me absolutely crazy is hearing a horror story from some tradesman or some person that says an encapsulated crawl space is awful and going to cause multiple problems. I deal with vented crawl spaces all day long. I've grown up around them and they're horrible to have. Trust me, get rid of your foundation vents and get an encapsulated crawl space and live in a healthy home. This is another wood crawl space entry to the front porch area. And a lot of times when we have concrete porches connected to the crawl space, we have serious moisture problems in the crawl space. And what happens is this concrete stays cooler than normal. As warm air moves through it and goes across it, this concrete and the metal that's supporting it is almost a dehumidifier in itself. As we finish up this crawl space encapsulation estimate on this entire house, you can see it's a lot of different issues. Thanks for watching our video. Check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and our website at WeTestOthersGuests.com.